Dubai, the glittering metropolis of the United Arab Emirates, famed for luxury shopping, ultra-modern skyscrapers, and extravagant nightlife, now finds itself dangerously close to the front lines of a widening war in the Middle East. Once seen as a safe oasis of wealth and tourism, the iconic Gulf city has recently been shaken by missile interceptions, drone threats, and falling debris as the conflict involving Iran, the United States, and Israel spills across the region. Since late February 2026, the regional war has expanded dramatically after joint U.S.-Israeli strikes targeted Iranian military infrastructure. In retaliation, Iran launched waves of ballistic missiles and drones across the Gulf, targeting areas linked to U.S. military facilities and allied infrastructure. These attacks have affected several countries, including Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, and the United Arab Emirates. Although the UAE is not officially part of the combat operations, its territory hosts strategic infrastructure and military bases connected to international partners. That strategic importance has placed the country directly within the conflict's spillover zone. According to the UAE Ministry of Defense, hundreds of aerial threats have been detected since the war began on February 28. By early March, authorities reported that more than 221 ballistic missiles and over 1,300 drones had been tracked and intercepted by the country's air defense systems. Despite these interceptions, the conflict has still left its mark on the ground. Across Dubai and Abu Dhabi, residents have reported hearing powerful explosions as air defense systems destroy incoming projectiles high above the cities. While these interceptions prevent direct impacts, fragments from missiles and drones often fall back to Earth, creating secondary dangers for civilians. In several cases, debris from intercepted projectiles has sparked fires and caused damage across the Emirates. One dramatic incident involved a burning car in the middle of a busy road in Dubai. Video footage circulating online showed the vehicle engulfed in flames as thick black smoke billowed into the night sky. Reports suggested debris from a destroyed drone or missile fell onto vehicles parked on the street, triggering the fire and alarming residents nearby. Emergency crews quickly arrived to extinguish the blaze and secure the area, but the images underscored the unsettling reality that even successful interceptions can pose serious risks on the ground. Another alarming incident unfolded in Dubai Marina, one of the city's most recognizable waterfront districts lined with luxury residential towers. Debris from an intercepted projectile reportedly struck the fade of a high-rise building in the district, briefly raising fears among residents. Officials later confirmed that the damage was caused by falling fragments from an aerial interception rather than a direct strike. Authorities said the situation was quickly brought under control and there were no immediate injuries reported. Still, the incident highlighted the vulnerability of even the most affluent and iconic neighborhoods when regional conflict escalates. The consequences of the attacks have not been limited to property damage. In a tragic development, a Pakistani driver was killed after debris from an intercepted missile struck his vehicle in the Al Barsha area of Dubai. The incident marked one of the most serious civilian casualties in the UAE linked to the conflict. Across the country, officials have reported multiple casualties and injuries caused mainly by falling debris and shrapnel from interceptions rather than direct impacts. Overall, several people have been killed and more than 100 injured since the attacks began. Beyond the residential areas, the conflict has also disrupted key infrastructure, including aviation. Dubai International Airport, one of the world's busiest travel hubs, was forced to temporarily suspend operations after aerial interceptions occurred near the airport. Videos shared online showed smoke rising near the airport complex, sparking concern among travelers and aviation authorities. Flights were halted while officials assessed the situation and ensured passenger safety. The suspension caused delays and temporary chaos for thousands of travelers passing through the global aviation hub. Dubai International Airport typically handles massive international traffic and ranks among the busiest airports in the world. Authorities later clarified that the incident involved debris from intercepted projectiles rather than a direct strike on the airport itself. Even so, aviation authorities took precautionary measures and temporarily halted flights to protect passengers, airport staff, and airline crews. Operations were later partially resumed once the situation stabilized. The conflict's impact has extended beyond Dubai's airport. Reports indicate that falling debris has damaged structures in other parts of the city, including areas around Jumeirah and the iconic Burj Al Arab luxury hotel. In some cases, windows were shattered and small fires broke out after fragments from interceptor projectiles struck buildings or infrastructure. The UAE government has repeatedly emphasized that the majority of missiles and drones launched toward the country have been successfully intercepted by advanced air defense systems. These systems include ground-based missile interceptors and fighter jets deployed to destroy incoming threats before they reach populated areas. However, officials also acknowledge that interception debris remains a serious safety hazard. Explosions heard across cities like Dubai and Abu Dhabi often result from air defense systems destroying incoming missiles or drones at high altitude. While this prevents large-scale destruction, fragments from the destroyed projectiles can still fall across urban areas. In response to the attacks, authorities have issued repeated safety advisories urging residents to remain calm and rely only on official information channels. Government agencies have also encouraged people to stay indoors during periods of heightened alert and avoid approaching any suspicious debris that may fall from the sky. Meanwhile, the UAE has strongly condemned the attacks. Officials have described the missile and drone launches as violations of national sovereignty and international law, emphasizing the country's right to defend itself and its residents. Safety measures have been strengthened across the country, including increased surveillance, expanded air defense patrols, and tighter security around key infrastructure. The escalating attacks on Gulf countries come as the broader war between Iran, the United States, and Israel continues to intensify. Following the initial U.S.-Israeli strikes on Iran, Tehran launched retaliatory attacks targeting military facilities and strategic infrastructure across the region. The conflict has already resulted in widespread destruction and casualties in several countries. Missiles and drones have struck areas near oil facilities, military bases, and transportation hubs, raising fears that the conflict could destabilize one of the world's most critical energy regions. The Gulf hosts major oil and gas infrastructure that supplies global markets, meaning any escalation could have far-reaching economic consequences. Energy prices have already shown volatility as traders monitor the conflict's impact on supply routes and production facilities. For Dubai, the psychological impact of the attacks may be as significant as the physical damage. The city has long marketed itself as a symbol of stability and prosperity in the Middle East. Its skyline, dominated by futuristic skyscrapers and luxury developments, represents a vision of modern urban success. Millions of tourists visit every year, drawn by its reputation as one of the safest and most dynamic cities in the world. Yet recent events have demonstrated that even Dubai cannot remain completely insulated from regional tensions. Residents have described hearing loud booms echoing across the skyline as defense systems intercept incoming threats. In some cases, the flashes of explosions have been visible in the night sky. Despite these moments of tension, daily life in the city has largely continued. Restaurants remain open, shopping malls are busy, and international business activity continues. Dubai's leadership has emphasized resilience and preparedness, assuring residents that authorities are equipped to manage the evolving situation. Still, the incidents have sparked widespread discussion about the risks posed by regional conflicts to major urban centers. Experts note that modern missile and drone warfare can extend conflict zones far beyond traditional battlefields. Long-range projectiles and unmanned aerial vehicles allow countries to strike targets hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away. As a result, cities that once seemed distant from war zones may suddenly find themselves within range of military operations. The UAE has responded by strengthening coordination with international allies and expanding defensive capabilities. Military analysts say the country's air defense network has proven effective in intercepting large numbers of incoming threats. However, the sheer scale of missile and drone attacks launched during the conflict demonstrates the challenges faced by even the most advanced defense systems. For Dubai's residents, the experience has been both surreal and unsettling. A city known for luxury resorts, artificial islands, and futuristic architecture now occasionally hears the distant sounds of war. Yet even amid uncertainty, Dubai continues to function as one of the world's most important economic and transportation hubs. The skyscrapers still light up the skyline at night. Planes continue to land and depart from its airports. Visitors continue to arrive from around the globe. But the recent incidents have made one thing clearer. The conflicts shaping the Middle East are no longer distant events confined to faraway battlefields. They are now close enough to shake the skyline of one of the region's most iconic cities.